Want some music going? We should get some music going. Yeah. Pretty loud. I think right there should be good. What's going on, people? You guys excited for another DC Worlds Collide stream, man? I certainly am. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, how are you guys doing tonight, man? We streamed some Blue Protocol earlier. It was pretty fun. I still don't really understand much about the game yet, but we'll get there. Definitely looking at some other games too. We'll be testing those in the next couple weeks, seeing if we like them or not. I already have a feeling that Duet Night Abyss is going to be probably a game I'm really going to start playing a lot. Blue Protocol seems okay. I just don't know if I really want to dive into a whole thing. A whole MMO, you know? Oh, hey, what's going on, Momo? Do you think the devs are going to change the parallax thing not being on the store? I highly doubt it. The devs don't listen to any feedback. They don't change anything. They don't listen to feedback. The only thing that they decided that they were going to change was Aquaman. They fixed Aquaman today, I guess. So, I don't know, man. I guess there's a part of me that hopes they do, but I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we'll see Parallax go into the store, man. Which is a real big bummer, but luckily the Green Lantern one is in there, so that might be a pretty good one to pick up. I don't really have much hope that the devs listen or even care about the game, to be honest. I guess we'll see in the future, but I don't know. My hopes aren't very high right now. They've been pissing me off for quite a while. Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying they ain't gonna spend hoping for some change. I could see that. I think that would maybe send a little bit of a message, but I mean, at the end of the day, the devs are gonna do what they want, whether they make money or they don't. So, like I said, man, the game is all up to the devs. They could easily make this a great game, or they could easily make this game shut down in the next 6 months. We'll see. We'll see. A lot of it depends on what they're gonna do in the next couple months. If they make the changes that everybody's requesting, I'll praise the game and congratulate the devs on restructuring and rebalancing the game in a way that is very healthy for every player. And if they don't, they'll just keep receiving criticism from me. Which really sucks, man. I really like this game. I enjoy it. I enjoy the DC characters. I enjoy the gameplay mechanics of this game. I enjoy a lot of things about this game. The theory crafting is really fun too. But, you know, if they can't change, then the game's not gonna last. I don't know if anybody played DC Legends, but I'm pretty sure DC Legends had similar problems. So I don't know if the devs actually learned from that game or not, but I guess we'll find out. It doesn't look like it, man. This game's been out for almost a year in another country. So, and they really haven't fixed much. All they've done is add characters. But we'll see. Is Green Lantern John a good tank now? That I don't know. I've heard he's really cool, but I don't know for a fact if he is strong. They're still playtesting him a lot. I plan on playtesting him pretty soon as well. The only thing I can say is in the next couple weeks, probably like 2 or 3 weeks, we'll know for sure if the characters that were updated or fixed in the last update are going to be worth your resources. It's going to take a while. They don't have servers to let us playtest characters ahead of time or anything like that, so it's really hard to say whether a character is going to be good or not until we've seen them in all the game modes and have actually used them in different scenarios. So it's definitely going to be a couple weeks. Now, we can look at their kit and be like, yeah, this character's going to be good. But it's one thing to look at a character on paper and then how they actually perform. Because from what I understand, Jessica Cruz looks really strong on paper. But when you actually play with her, she's not that great. And it's because she's basically taking all the ult charge from everybody instead of everybody being able to ult. And then she's like continuously losing stacks and stuff. Like, you want your other characters to ult. Like, this isn't a one character game. This is a game that has 5 characters for a reason. We want all 5 of our characters to do something. And if Jessica's the only one ulting or doing anything, I mean, how good is the team? This is just what I've heard. I haven't actually play tested Jessica too much. But that's the general consensus of like how she's performing right now. It's like she looks really good on paper. She's a massive ult machine, but in practice, this doesn't really help you a whole lot. I think John's kit looks really good. I've heard some stuff saying he's pretty dang strong now. He does need badge 30 to be really good though. So he is a big investment. But I from what I heard, he's pretty solid. Not like game breaking or game changing by any means, but he's still a pretty solid tank. Unfortunately, I just wasn't prepared for the Brother Eye update. It dropped and I didn't have any character shards for any of those characters. So now it's basically I'm waiting to maybe summon again at some point here in the next couple weeks so that I can get those character shards, but until I can get those character shards, I don't know. But there is a bunch of end game players that are testing these characters. I'm in pretty good contact with all of them. I can just ask them questions to see how they feel about things. They said to give them about 1 or 2 weeks before like we really start deep diving into some of the characters, and then once I get feedback from them and I've kind of play tested a little bit myself, I'll be able to give you guys like actual feedback on how well these characters are performing. Okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem, dude. Sorry, I know it's not much help, but you know, I can only work with what I got, and I don't really have a whole lot right now. I think I will be trying to play test Vixen a little bit today, considering I do have quite a bit of shards for her, and and I already have her at like rank 7, so I could probably take her up to rank 8. We can play with her a little bit and see if she feels better or not. Obviously she's going to be a little bit more tanky, but I do want to make sure that she is tanky enough to be considered the next the off tank for that team if you don't have Blue Beetle. I still believe that Blue Beetle is going to be best in slot for the block team, but if you don't have him, obviously you're going to want a different character there. So we've been playtesting a little bit with the block team. I'm definitely going to try out Vixen tonight. I think Vixen might have a decent spot on that team now, especially with her bleed production and things like that. So her ultimate stunning looks pretty dang good too. So I'm kind of interested in that. Again, like these characters look good on paper, but until they're actually like fully play tested, we have no idea about the actual performance. Sheesh. Hey, we're moving a little bit today. I didn't think we were going to move for a while. Looks like we're getting a little bit of levels out of this. I'm almost to the point too where I can just start really saving up on resources, and that'll be a lot better for me. I want to start getting a lot of my main teams up to badge level 20. I think I'm gonna wait like another couple weeks though before I do that, because that badge material is hella expensive, man. I think I spent $200 like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was only able to get like 2 characters up to badge 20. So I mean, it's really expensive to do that. And it probably wasn't the best choice for my wallet. Hope everybody had a good day today, though. I had to work, so that video I put out earlier was a little bit rushed, but I think it covered all the points that was needed. Um, but I wasn't able to write a script or anything, so I'm sure it didn't sound as fluid as it normally does. And I finally got rid of that damn buzzing noise. I figured out it was the fan behind me. During the summer, it gets really hot in my room, so I had to I had to run the fan, otherwise I was gonna die. But Now that it's getting close to winter and things are cooling off, I can turn that fan off and the audio should be a lot more clear. Which for next summer I'm gonna have to figure something out because I don't want that audio going or the fan going while my audio's there. But we're gonna start the crit team, I believe. Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna start with Wonder Woman tomorrow. But we're gonna do individual guides for the entire crit team. And that way you guys have a good understanding of how the crit team is, how to build them and things like that. They're good up until a certain point. They kind of fall off towards endgame, but they'll still carry you quite a ways through the game. And you're going to want to use Wonder Woman for endgame. And so I think it's a decent investment if you are going to build the crit / AoE team. Plus, they're really easy to build. You can get their shards fairly quickly. So that's another thing. And then hopefully by the time I get done with those, I can start building up the burn team a little bit. Still waiting on a new banner to drop. I'm hoping it's like another legendary banner, preferably one I don't have yet, and that way I can summon a little bit on that, get a new legendary character, do a review for that legendary character, and then start working on the burn team. And I think that'll be good. Because that new season's coming around. That new season should be out in like 2 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks, I think. I think it's 2 weeks. If I had to guess. 2 weeks from now. The new season should be rolling out. We'll get brand new legendary character, which will be kind of cool. And then we'll see what we can do. I hope the new legendary character is pretty cool. And then I don't know, man. I kind of want to see some more reruns. I need to see a rerun of like characters that we haven't seen yet. I'd like to see a rerun of Hal Jordan, maybe. I think a Creature Commandos fusion event would be cool too. I think those are really the only two I'm looking forward to. I'd like an original Superman banner too. I think that'd be kind of neat. We had 2X XP do some testing, it looks like, on the new reinforcement. The new reinforcement's pretty cool. It kind of sucks that it lets the first ult go off before you're able to use it, but it does mess up like the first character that ults. So ult rotation in this with this new reinforcement out is going to be pretty crucial, so your strongest character doesn't get stun locked. What are we doing here? What was I doing? This looks weird. Oh, I think we do want the block team. We could run the block team, and who do I want? Wonder Woman, maybe? Something like that. We'll do that. I think we might need a little bit more healing. I might throw Pandora in here, honestly. We'll do one with Wonder Woman, and then I'll run one with Pandora. We're definitely moving now. I think the free-to-play account is coming around pretty well too. We're starting to get Nightwing and Ocean Master up into higher ranks. I think they're both rank 8 right now. But I have a bunch of 8th metal saved, and I might just use it to rank 10 Ocean Master, and then I just don't worry about him anymore. I should probably save it though for like a legendary, but I don't know if I want to wait that long. I have a bunch of it. I think I have like 120 something saved. I mean, technically I could save a little bit more and just wait for a really good legendary to come out and then use it on them, but I don't know. Because I'd really like to start progressing. Team looks like it's doing a pretty good job. I thought we were going to struggle a little bit with HP, but looks like we're doing all right. Oh, the new I'm sorry, the Desaad came out tonight, didn't he? He's for the league challenge. Desaad's out tonight. I might have to go do that. Nightwing just does so much reflect damage too. He's such a good tank. They need to make more tanks like Nightwing. Nice. All right, we cleared that. Ooh, 700 gems. I'll take it. What level are we at now? 23. All right, we're moving up. Okay, so... Oh, Desaad's already out. How's the league doing? All right, we're still going to need some more members to fill that out. This week is dampen. All right, let's check the roster real quick. League info. So it does look like we're going to be recruiting at least 3 new members this weekend. If you guys are interested, make sure you're in the Discord. You can jump in our league. We're starting to push a little bit farther. We're starting to get a lot more active people. So the rewards will start rolling in as soon as we get a lot more active people. In battle, how much energy is required to restore 1 ultimate? That is 5 energy. 3 gems. Hooray! All right, let's do this again. I think I want to keep Wonder Woman in here one more time. I think this team did pretty good. Ooh, we are just not critting. What's going on here? Whoa, what was that one shot? Why is she doing so much damage now? Is that the difference between one rank? I don't know if we're gonna do this without Death. Let's try that again. Let's see if Deathstroke doesn't die. That was not good. Okay, well, he didn't die. Thank God. Because that would have... Yeah, without Deathstroke's bleed damage, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to do much damage there. Ooh, all right. All right, so it looks like we're gonna fail this one. We'll just do as much damage as we can, and I'll have to try again next week, I guess. She's just putting out a lot of damage. I think there's much I can do about it. I mean, I guess I could try Pandora. I don't know. Without the extra DP, I don't know. Hey, thank you for the like. I appreciate it, bud. This team's doing all right. I just wish Deathstroke didn't die so fast. Hey, what's going on, Daryl? How you been, man? Hey, another like, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, this one's pretty tough without Deathstroke, but I think we're doing okay damage-wise. He's gonna kill us, though. He does a butt ton of... I'm doing good, man. Fam is good. Yeah, they're doing pretty good, man. We got issues like every other family, but we're doing good. Hope your fam's doing well too, man. I appreciate the love, brother. Yeah, we straight for the most part, you know? Yeah, I feel that, man. Hey, we did pretty good damage-wise. We got it down to 2 bars. Deathstroke died, which kind of hurt, but I think we can grow from that. I think that's pretty solid, right? Oh, make sure you guys are saving your shards if you're going to be pulling for, or not pulling, but if you're trying to get more Mr. T fragments or Guy fragments or anybody, man, make sure you guys are saving your fragments. That's coming up in 2 weeks, man. You'll be able to max those characters out if you get enough saved. All right, let's move on to some PvP. We are in rank 17 today. Not bad. It's not bad. I'd like to get back up to like rank 10. We'll see. I think the problem is I don't have enough badges right now or badge material to upgrade Vixen. I think she wants a decent investment in her badge. But then again, I don't really have a whole lot of investment in, so I guess it's comparable. I'll see if I can put like get her up to like level 10 badge. See. And I think we got a couple more. I think we got a couple more ranks I can put into her as well. Because I summoned a lot on that block banner. I pulled a lot of Vixens. All right, we got that one. That wasn't even close. Granted, I did have a big power gap over it. It's either I'm fighting people that don't have a big power gap or that have like big power gaps over me. This one should be a little bit closer. So I think I'm cool with this one, testing this out. Who else did I say? I said we're going to try out Vixen tonight. And I had one other one, but I forget who it was. I guess we can look here in a little bit, but I'd like to kind of keep track of who I'm supposed to be looking at tonight. Oh, Bizarro. I wanted to look at Bizarro a little bit more. I think Bizarro is pretty solid now. I think him getting burn on his like his normal advanced skill is really good. And then his flower changes were pretty crazy too, from what I looked at. And I think we got him to like badge 18 now, so like he's almost ready to go, man. And Superman DCU is still OP. Apparently you can get him by just making what was it, an HBO account. You can make an HBO account with a US zip code, I think, and you can get it. And I think if you use Prime or whatever, you can if you use Prime, you can get it for like $10 or something. So like if you're willing to invest $10 to get DCU Superman, it might not be a bad idea. I'm back from doing my daily. All right. Welcome back, Momo. Took my Wonder Woman to 9 stars, my Batman to 10 stars the other day. Oh, and Constantine to 10 stars. Green Arrow is at 9. Mr. Terrific is at 9. Ooh, man, you are getting loaded. Nice job, dude. That Mr. Terrific at 10 stars is going to be so good. And then you're definitely going to want to take Wonder Woman to 10 stars. But yeah, you are looking good, man. Green Arrow at 10 stars too, I heard is pretty decent. Congratulations, man. That's big for you. I'm starting to get a lot of characters to 10 stars now as well. There's like a big, you can just see the big difference when these characters get to 10 stars. I think 8 stars is a good like starting point for most characters because you unlock all their skills, you unlock a couple extra abilities, and they start doing kind of what they're supposed to do. But 10 stars, like you'll see a character really start shining. And then the next big step is their badges. Their badges do more for you than ranks will probably. But once that full kit comes together, you got the badges unlocked, you got the characters to rank 10. Oh, they're so good. They start getting so good. I'm building block, and since I got no blue beetle, the Vixen is S tier. Propaganda will begin. You got to be careful, Momo. Don't be spreading misinformation. We are definitely testing out Vixen tonight, though, so we can definitely get some hands-on feedback for how well Vixen is performing. I think she's going to do pretty well. I still think Blue Beetle is going to be best in slot, but I think if you have Vixen and you don't have Blue Beetle, she's going to work pretty well. Her badge changes were pretty good. I think she got a change to her ultimate as well, if I remember correctly. She also has some bleed application, which is going to be nice if you're running Deathstroke as well. So it could be pretty solid. Ooh, hey, there's 14 of you guys in here, man. If you guys can hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. All right, we got, I think, one more, and then we can move on to some Elite Arena. Oh, well, we should probably do some Vixen testing first. I'm not really too sure where I'm going to test her at. Because we are caught up on a lot of things. I was trying to hold off on system recovery, but those shards in there that you get are super important, so I had to go pick them up. I know a lot of testing is done in PvP too, especially from like the old heads. They don't have much to work with when it comes to testing stuff out. So, well, I mean, they do, but they don't. Like they got some stuff that they can do. If they've already maxed out campaign, if they've maxed out the system recovery, there's really not a whole lot of places they're able to test characters besides like the other game modes, like Evil Falls, League Challenge, things like that. But honestly, like I'm starting to believe like you could take like any team through campaign. Um, and it just depends on like levels and stuff. Like if you've invested enough into that team, if they'll pass it or not. So that's interesting. Like if you are just like looking to push campaign and get up there, then pretty sure any team will work for the most part, as long as there's like really good synergies going on there. Okay, let's see. We got this boss. Not 100% sure if I can beat this boss. So we can try Vixen here. I want to make sure I got... Where's Vixen? There she is. Okay, I can rank her up. So I guess we'll rank her up as much as we can for right now. Get a little bit of badge investment into her. Okay, so taking her to rank 9. What am I going to get for rank 9? Rank 9, we get 2 extra bleed stacks. That's it. So I don't know. I don't think that's going to be worth it right now. So maybe if I can pull another copy of her. Well, it would be another 2 copies of her, but. All right, we'll test her out at some rank 8. Rank 8 is pretty good. My Blue Beetle's only at rank 7, so I think it's pretty similar testing there. Let's get her at least to badge 10. Vixen gains 10% attack and 15% defense per enemy with bleed. Okay, so that's going to be pretty decent. The next badge, the first time. Okay, so that one sucks. And then I think her final badge sucks too. I really think she just needs a rework on her badge to be a little bit more viable. Like, this doesn't really do anything. Hello, Super. Did you test Jessica Cruz? I did not. I don't have enough to really invest into Jessica. I only got like 15 shards, and I don't want to use my 8th medal on her. John as well. I don't have any shards for him. I'm hoping that if they release a banner here pretty soon, I can really test her out. She's a beast now. I've heard mixed things. I've heard like she ults too much and doesn't allow the team to do what it's supposed to do. And I've also heard from like Mr. Squirrel that she nukes the battlefield. So I guess it's kind of up in the air. It's kind of hard to say because I haven't tested her. I'm sure she performs pretty well, but I think the issue might be that she ults too much and doesn't let the rest of the team do what they're. Which in a way it might not be a bad thing, but it could be. Okay, let's test her out here. For team 2. Do I care about Vixen ulting? She does do stuns, right? We'll test it out. I think we might get melted because they're all mighty characters, but still testing. Have you been able to test Jessica at all, King? Yeah, King Pepper. Oh yeah, Deathstroke is starting to hit like a beast. I can't wait till I get him to badge 30. Yeah, you tested her? Okay. And you said that she's really good. You like her? You like the changes for her? I have her 5 red. So rank 10. And you're technically an endgame player, right, King Pepper? That reminds me, I did the event on board 2 and still need 2 more for board 3. Oof. Yeah, that RNG is toxic, man, for that event. The problem with her is that she doesn't let anyone else use the ults, just her. Yeah, so I guess if you have her like incredibly built and cracked, like she's gonna carry, right? But like, I'm not sure how that holds up in endgame. But she is doing some solid work. I am, yes. Okay. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I was snooping around the Discord today and saw that she just doesn't let anybody else ult, which could potentially be a problem. But as far as like an early game support or like an early game carry, I think that would be pretty solid, right? Okay, like Vixen's not doing too bad here. She's not dying as much. But I also did put another rank into her, and I did upgrade her badge to 10. But she seems like she's doing a bit better. She used to just like collapse as soon as somebody touched her. I did put her in the sacrifice team for now, and she is carrying. Oh, okay. Do you have her paired with Constantine, or do you have Constantine taken out? Yeah, sacrifice would probably work pretty good with shields, to be honest. Paired? Okay, yeah. So she's basically gaining the strong attack from Constantine, right? And then the sacrifice procs from Pandora. It sounds pretty solid, honestly. And not only that, but I think Vixen might be pretty solid for a bleed comp now. Especially for like the Evil Falls. I don't know who they're using at endgame for Evil Falls yet, but I figured she could be pretty decent in that Evil Falls Owlman, right? I don't know if they've already have set teams for those though at endgame. Sounds pretty solid. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we're strong enough yet to pass this stage. But at least we got to see Vixen a little bit. Looks like she did do pretty well. Especially because she helps Deathstroke go off with the bleed stacks and everything, so that's nice. Even though Deathstroke is kind of a self bleed engine, like he can kind of do it himself, but like the extra help never hurt. Yeah, unfortunate. That's all right. I think another day or two I'll be able to pass this stage. We just need to put in some more levels in the characters. But not too bad, not too shabby. I can't believe this event's still kind of going. It's nice though, because like now I think I can buy more shards. What was I looking at? Oh, I'm waiting to get these. I want to get... Need to start getting a couple characters to badge 30. Can't upgrade yet. Still at 18. How many more do we need? Oh, quite a bit more. Alright, so we'll hold off on that. Not enough red yet. Okay. Let's see if we can pass some system recovery. Really need to start working on this again. Who else was that running? Pandora? Was it Pandora? Okay, we'll try that. Let's do you. Oh my god. Wait. I need to make sure I got good gear on her first. I don't think I do. That's not terrible. I don't know if I want to put this on Superman. I think he wants attack, right? In both these slots. I guess we can just throw this on her then. And then I'll rearrange gear later. Give her a bit more HP. Got hit pretty hard though. I was kind of worried about that. What are we not using? I guess I could do the Atlantean one for now. Just for some extra stats. Try that again. That was a little bit better. I'm just worried she's gonna die, like, really quick. Seems to be doing okay. Right? For an off tank at least. Like, she's not taking too much damage. I mean, she's surviving, which is better than it was. She used to not survive at all. Yeah, Deathstroke really carries his team in PvE. Ocean Master does too, though. Ocean Master puts out a lot of damage. Same with Nightwing. Nightwing's reflect damage is crazy. I've seen some really crazy stats from Nightwing. Oh, look at that. The stuns. Oh, they came in clutch. I think you need a certain number of bleed stacks though, right? To make the stuns go off. If I remember correctly, that's how her kit works. Oh yeah, Ocean Master's chucking away, dude. This is good. It keeps all the bleed stacks at 15, which is really nice. That means they're taking dot damage every time they move. Your heals are coming in clutch from Ocean Master and Pandora. Although I would like to upgrade Pandora's badge to rank 30, but it's still pretty solid. Let me look at her key. I want to make sure, because maybe we might be able to get those stuns off a little more often. And if Rhino Charge would hit no target, instead inflicts stun on the enemy, on the remaining enemies lasting one turn. Okay, so this comes into play like with lesser people on the field. Not too bad though. I do like that. That stun did come in clutch. It looked pretty good. All right, let's try them against like a super boss node and against her weakness too. So might see her die, but I'm still curious. Oh wow, yeah, she took quite a bit of damage there. Thankfully that overshield was there. Ooh. We need to heal or she's gonna die. Which I think we should get the heal off. If the turn order looked right. Yeah, there we go. We get the heal off. She survives another turn. Oh, but she's just taking a butt ton of damage. Yeah, okay, that's the end of her. Her dying there could be attributed to her low badge level, if we're being honest. Because Nightwing and Ocean Master are both badge 25, I think, or at least Nightwing is 25. He was going up against tactical characters, which she speak to. And she did a decent job holding off for like turns, so I can't say it's terrible. Yeah. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I can definitely see though, without like the right level of a badge investment, that it could hinder her a little bit. It was big. That was a big hit. So I want to say I want to say she's decent, right? But I still think Blue Beetle is going to be the superior tank here. But I still think she's usable until you can get Blue Beetle, which could be a while, honestly. And you got to remember, I'm pretty high up in system recovery. I mean, I'm not crazy high, but like compared to where like she's at investment wise, and then you compare that to where I'm at in system recovery, it's more than likely she's going to struggle. But she does look like she can take some hits. Like she took 2 hits from Zatanna, which wasn't terrible considering the power difference there. And she's also weak to Zatanna. I really would like to test her out during the Owlman. During the Owlman Evil Falls boss fight. But she's not terrible. She's definitely in a better place than she was before. And that stun could technically come in clutch. But you wouldn't want her to ult like right away. You would want to wait until a little bit later in the fight to have her ult. But realistically, all I think she needs is a badge rework. I don't think her badge really works for her. Like it doesn't benefit her kit hardly at all. The level 10 badge does, because it gives her attack and defense. But I don't think the rest of her kit like really benefits from her badge too much. God, that Zatanna hits like crazy. Holy cow. I think the rest of the team's doing solid too, man. This block team just doesn't want to die. Especially Nightwing and Oshmaster. They just don't die. And I don't think you use Deathstroke in PvP. I think he's a little bit too squishy for it, but for PvE comp, I don't think it's too bad at all. Well, hopefully we finish this before the timer runs out. Come on, guys. There we go. Yeah, those bleed procs are nasty, man. Alright, so that looked cool. Do we keep pushing here? Against a red and a blue. As long as she... I don't know. We'll pair her up like this. See. I want to see if she can take a little bit more damage. Somebody she's not weak to. Okay, Okay, we definitely got some bleed procs going now, which is... I don't know why I still have crypto equipped. And she gets damage, attack and defense depending on how many characters are bleeding. So the more characters we have bleeding here, the better. Which it looks like all of them are. So that... But yeah, I think if you're gonna run Vixen, you either need to run Deathstroke or another bleed character. Like she revolves around a lot of bleed decks going off to be good. Or you know, like for her to work properly, she wants bleed decks going off. Like every character should have bleed on them. But I think she's doing okay. I think I'm definitely gonna snip this little playtest into a video. Yeah, dude, those stuns. See, you want her ulting later. She's got a long cooldown on her ult too. But the stun is pretty nice, man. It's not too bad. It gives you like one turn of breathing room. Nice. But it's got to be set up kind of like this, where it's like there's a gap, or she's not hitting somebody. I know Ocean Master is for block, but at least for me in campaign and PvP, Ocean Master makes sacrifice survivability skyrocket due to him doing Weaken and Aquaman and Pandora healing. Yeah, I could see that. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I wouldn't run Ocean Master without Nightwing personally, but I mean, if that works for you, then keep using it. Traditionally, I think this team is ran with Pandora and Constantine instead of Deathstroke, but I mean this is working for me, and it's worked up until it doesn't, you know, or it's gonna work until it doesn't. But I'm pretty impressed with the Vixen. I think a little bit more badge investment would be nice. Getting her. Let's see what badge 25 does for her. So at badge 25, HP, defense, the block goes up, and her attack goes up ginormously. Okay. So she's definitely an off tank. At the start of her turn, Vixen heal Vixen for 25% of her attack if all allies are standing. See, I don't like this. This is too situational. I mean, I guess it's kind of nice, but it is very situational. The attack one is good. You're talking about badge 10. Vixen gains 10% attack and 15% defense per bleed. No, so I don't like her too. I don't necessarily have a problem with this one. I don't like the wording on it. I think the wording needs to get changed. But the tier 2 like is just kind of stupid. I don't like this at all. If they changed tier 2 to something that gave her more defensive stats or something like that, or yeah, something like that would be a lot better than what we have here. I don't necessarily have a problem with her 30 though. Besides, like, if all allies are standing, I don't really care for that one. But badge 25 looks to be a pretty decent place for her as well, especially for that attack boost and the extra block. You could heal all allies as well. If she did heal all allies as well, that would be dope. Yeah, I definitely think badge 30 and badge 2 need to get reworked. Or badge 20. I think those need to get reworked. I think badge 1 is fine. Because she's meant to be ran on like a bleed / block team anyway, so. But I am pretty impressed with Vixen. I think she's pretty solid right now. At least from what we've just tested. There's more places I could test her, but I don't know if I have anything open that will allow me to test her properly. Yeah. League Challenge, though, like, League Challenge is so important that it's like, man, you really just want to build teams that are gonna do good in League Challenge, honestly. Because League Challenge is really important. This one sucks right here. This one that requires the 2 back row characters. This one sucks. They need to. Maybe this will be a lot better once the rest of the poison team comes out. Like if we get more back row attackers or back row something for poison, that would be good. But right now it's just kind of, I mean, you're gonna run Penguin and Poison Ivy, which could be okay. You could run Grodd in there too, but I don't really like this one too much. They either need to add more back row attack characters, or they need to add another poison member so that this team can like really start popping off down here. Where else can we test her at? Team ups? We can try some team ups, I guess. We'll help a couple buddies out here. Runes, what's going on, bud? How you been? I'm still in board 2. I still have 2 panels to unlock. Oh, yeah. I think Momo's in the same situation as you are, man. That's rough. In League Challenge, I do 60k points in back row and 100k in single target. Yeah, there's a big difference between those two tags right now. Funny how I just got my Ivy some days ago, playing from the beginning. Oh, you just got her? Oh, dang. Dude, for some reason, this game loves me pulling Ivy. I think when I did the Aquaman summons, I think I pulled her twice. And then before that, when I was doing the Peacemaker summons, I think I pulled her like 2 or 3 times. Like, I'm pretty sure I got her pretty close to max. So I'm actually really hoping that a poison team comes out, and then I can just summon a lot for Penguin. And hopefully the poison character is also good too. And that way I'll just have a poison team built right away. I think that'd be pretty cool for me, but I know a lot of people haven't invested anything into poison yet. But a couple of endgame players said that some people run Poison Ivy on their PvP comps and she like decimates people. So I'm kind of interested in that. That could be pretty cool. Just having Poison Ivy nuke the back row. I'm really curious about the Ivy no heal stuff too. It just leads me to believe that that Poison's getting more characters pretty soon. So the only thing I can think of is next season we're either getting a Poison team, or we're getting the Fire and Ice season. I don't know. We're getting one of those seasons next season. Because Creature Commandos got fixed, they got done. I'm pretty sure that team is done for now. The Green Lantern, the new series doesn't come out until next year, so I don't think we're getting characters for them yet. I think they're gonna wait until that series comes out before they drop those Green Lantern characters. So the only thing I can think of is Poison, or Burn could get one too, and Frostbite could probably get one. That's the only thing I can really think of, especially if we're just speculating off of the Brother Eye update. Yeah, she's hardly taken any damage here. I think she's pretty solid now, boys. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll get some more feedback from some of the more endgame players as they continue to test, but I think she's in a pretty solid place. Granted, I still think she needs a little bit more tuning. I think the badge needs definitely an update, but I think she's doing okay. Especially if you're running Deathstroke. If you're running Deathstroke and Ocean Master, she's gonna be good there. Great. Okay. All right, next character we want to look at. How many shards to fully rank 10 in Epic? So for Epics, I think it's 280. 280, and then for legendaries it's 300. I could be wrong. It's in the Discord somewhere. So if you're in the Discord, if you go down to important information or something like that, or resource information, I have a tab in Discord. But it basically, they're up at the top. There's something that I got from one of the old heads that had already did the calculations on how many cards it takes to rank up a character to rank 10. But I think it's about 280 for epics and 300 for legendary. Next character we wanted to look at. We definitely want to look at Bizarro. I think Bizarro is probably a lot better now. I've been playing with him quite a bit because I'm using him on my debuff team right now. I almost have him to rank 10, so that should tell you a little bit of something. Badge 18. I would like to get it to badge 20 for the recuperate stacks after he's cast his advanced skill, but I think he's doing pretty solid right now. I do want to change his gear up. I think he wants 2 HP, 2 block, and 2 attack, but I could be wrong. More than 300 actually for legendary. Oh, is it? We can look at it right now. I don't know if this information is 100% accurate because I haven't done the math myself, but we can definitely look at it. So helpful information. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. Okay, so helpful information. All right, so if we're looking at it, and we pull up a calculator, ta-da! So for epics, it's going to be 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 80 plus 80. So 280 for epics. And then for legendaries, we got 60 plus 100 plus 140. And that is 300 shards. So for legendaries, it's 300. Epics, it's 280. And then if you want to push them past there, they got the total amounts if you want to completely rank 15 a character. Obviously, this is super late game, but you guys may or may not get there. But this is a very helpful information if you guys want to look at it. I also have a bunch of these other things too, like how many badge resources it takes as well. These are going to be super important to know and to plan out where you're going to use your badge upgrade materials. I don't think anybody really pushes to tier 4 yet, and that's because they just keep releasing characters, and those characters need play testing and stuff. So I don't think anybody but like mega whales are really pushing to tier 4, and even then it's probably a waste. So, but this information is really good. You guys should take a look at it if you ever get the chance. Also the new recommended gear is out. I got this from one of the old heads too in a different server, but all the recommended gear for characters. I think the Aquaman one is wrong. I think this is supposed to be block. I don't think he wants crit. I don't know why anybody would run Aquaman with crit. If anybody knows, I'd like an explanation on it, but I think this one's wrong, but the rest of them seem pretty accurate. So if you guys want to check out new gear recommendations from people at Endgame, that's also in my Discord as well. So feel free to check that out. If you guys want a link to the Discord, I can link that right. Just one. Oop. People to server. Copy that. All right, the link is going to be dropped into Discord if you guys want to join and take a look at those things for yourselves. We also go over a bunch of other stuff, talk about pretty much anything in general chat, mostly DC Worlds Collide stuff. We also have team help if you guys want some team help. And then if you want your account reviewed live, you can also post that in there too. And we'll do some live account reviews. But yeah, the more people we get into the Discord, the more information we can spread and help players out. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and join that Discord. Go ahead and get back to testing out our boy here. So rank 10 for him is going to be pretty nice. This extra HP from his ultimate is going to be really nice. And then the freeze gets extended for 2 turns, which basically immobilizes somebody for 2 turns, which is really good. This one's not too bad either. If the enemy has 3 or more stacks of frostbite, he also adds 1 stack of weaken for 2 turns. This is going to be more useful on like a frostbite team, which is another reason why I'm building him up, because I do want to test him out in the frostbite team as well. But the flower getting a rework was really, really good. He's now just healing himself and his ally like crazy. So I really, really like the flower adjustment there. As far as testing him, I've been running him in a debuff team, which I really, really enjoy having him on there. And I normally do this for like PvP. Runes. So if you don't feel like rank up some random legendary, just save up 300 8th medals until you got what legendary you want. Correct. Yeah. Or you can pre-plan. Like if you know you're close to pity, but you know you're not going to be able to summon him. I think you have to summon a character 8 times to be able to fully max them out. So if you don't want to summon 8 times for a character, just save up your 8th medal to about 300. And then all you got to do is pull him once, and then you can rank him out all the way to rank 10. So it is important information that you need to learn, especially if you plan on playing this game for the long haul. And then again, saving material is super, super important for you guys, because you never know what's right around the corner. There could be a brand new meta team that's gonna pop up out of nowhere, and you're gonna want that character, and you're gonna want to get them to rank 10 as possible. So saving up resources is never a bad idea. And this is why I tell you guys to really focus on one team at a time. That way, if you decide that you don't want to build one team and a brand new team came out that's like game breaking and you really want to build that team, you have resources saved and you don't have to worry about it. So I like running him here. I usually have him ult right after Sinestro because Deathstroke's only 2. And we'll see how this plays out. I'm really liking Bizarro. I like his changes. I like the way he looks now. He's definitely a little bit more tankier, especially with the constant healing he's doing. I like him a lot more. Yeah, and we're close to Christmas season. Pretty much they're giving away things. They might give a lot out for Christmas. I mean, we don't know yet. I don't think this game's been out for a Christmas yet. I don't know what they did during the closed beta season either. So technically, we don't know. I would assume they would, but you never know with these guys. They could just, you know. Oh, jeez. Well, Raven's there for the revive. Take that. And that's another reason why I run him on here too. Raven supporting him is pretty good. As much as I like these two as tanks though, sometimes I feel like they're a little bit too squishy. But the flower is nice. It helps heal them up. He's taking a lot of damage from Pandora. But I think we also have a pretty bad matchup here. But I am liking Bizarro quite a bit on this team. Most of the time I use DCU Superman though, because he's just so good and OP, and he fits pretty well into a debuff team as well. So, but you got to use what you got. And in PvP, I use Bizarro here because I use DCU Superman on a Mr. T team. But it's not too bad. Raven picks him up. Him and Grodd, they get picked up pretty quick. Now, I would like to test him out a little bit on a burn team. Obviously, I'll have to wait a little bit because I gotta rank those characters up. But I think he's going to be a good fit there as well, especially if you're running DCU Superman on that team, or even the original Superman on that team could be pretty good. And then Superboy just does crazy damage, especially with his counters. So I think the burn team's still really solid. We'll do like 1 or 2 or more of these, and then I'll go into the sod, because that's where I'm running my debuff team right now, is against the League Challenge boss. And they perform pretty well there. But I think getting him to badge 20 and getting those 2 stacks of recuperate after he uses that ability is really going to help with survivability as well. Oh, and the reinforcement guide video's out, guys. If you guys haven't gone and watched it yet, I suggest you do. And then if you could just leave a like on the video, it really helps me out. It gets the video a little bit more traction. So if you guys could do that as well, that'd be great. The problem with burn team is sustain. I could see that. Yeah, I think most people run Lex though on the burn team for the shielding. Because I think the burn team can finish off most teams in like maybe 2 or 3 turns if they can get enough ults and stuff, or if they can do enough damage. But I think most people run Lex in that team for the extra sustain. And then obviously the Mr. T / burn team is probably like the most meta burn team you'll see, which is what I actually plan on building here pretty soon. So situational, the new reinforcement. I don't know. I feel like it could be pretty good. Obviously you really wouldn't want to put it up against Wonder Woman. And that's just because like physical damage dealers like don't really, besides the silence, that it doesn't really do a whole lot for you. But against superpower enemies, I think it would do good. Like I feel like it could hurt Mr. T team pretty well. But it's definitely not like a parallax or something where you can use it all the time and just gain the benefit from it. It definitely feels like you have to use it to you use it to counter something specific. And obviously I think that thing is superpower damage. Golly, that penguin does a lot of damage. Silence silence for 4 turns. That's savage. What I noticed too, if you're silence, you can't use your advanced skill. Is that how silence works? That might be a bug. I thought silence was just to prevent you from using your ultimate. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I thought silence was just to prevent people from using their ultimate. If that is the case though, and silence prevents advanced attacks, that's pretty OP. I think it's still good though. Like if you don't want someone ulting a lot, like if you don't want a Wonder Woman like ulting like 2 or 3 times while you're in PvP, then yeah, like it's pretty good. But it also could be pretty situational as well. It's kind of hard to say. I haven't really got to play test it a whole lot, or I haven't got to play test it at all. I don't have it yet. I was gonna spend a little bit more money to get it, but I don't think it's really worth dropping money to get a reinforcement when I can get it towards the end of the event and get it. They got to change the way they do these reinforcement events too. There should be no reason that free-to-play players aren't just unlocking reinforcements. Like you're already preventing players from summoning on every single legendary, which I understand. But reinforcements are kind of something that everybody needs. So like the fact that they're denying people reinforcements is crazy. I don't know why they have to. I don't know why they have to bottleneck everything, especially for free-to-play players. Like they just get shafted so hard in this game. But yeah, I do like Bizarro quite a bit. I still think he is a little bit squishy. He is a little bit squishy still, in my opinion, but I think that the debuff team moves so fast that it doesn't really matter in the long run. The debuff team is meant to like really get in there and like destroy a team before they really even have a chance to move. So I don't think it's too bad. Not sure, but I just seen that on Raven. My Raven got silenced. Can't res someone. I'm not sure if her revive was still on cool. Oh, okay. I think the 4-turn silent though is pretty crazy, man. It's really gonna make people like reconsider where they're putting their ultimates at. Like I think most people now are gonna start moving their hard hitting ultimate to like the second slot to prevent their biggest damage dealer from getting silenced for 4 turns. Because 4 turns is a long time, man. Like 4 turns without your biggest damage dealer doing an ult is really gonna hurt. We've already seen well, I've seen some clips of it, and I mean people are winning PvP matches with that thing because of the 4-turn silence. So it seems pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's really gonna shine around rank 3 to like the next step would be like rank 3, and then rank 5 is really gonna shut down somebody doing superpower damage. But obviously that's gonna take a while for everybody to get to. Yeah, and Batman's doing like crazy single target damage. I can't wait till I get him to badge 30. I think I was sleeping on Batman for a while. I thought, you know, since they gave you him as like your first epic character, that he was gonna kind of suck, but he's holding up pretty well, and he does a lot of damage. I think my only issue is like he's really only viable in like some PvP and and bosses. Everywhere else he's kind of useless, but against like bosses and PvP, I think he can shine a little bit. But I don't think we're gonna beat this high score. We're still doing good damage. We're doing still good damage here. Yeah, pretty solid. I do like Bizarro. He seems to be working out pretty well right. Is there any other characters that got a buff slash rework? Oh, apparently they did fix Aquaman, by the way. If you guys didn't know, his School of Fish would proc once, like on your ally, and then it would proc on him, and then it wouldn't trigger again on himself after that. But they did fix it, so now School of Fish does work properly. Who else got a rework? Might be able to tell. I do want to look at some more Constantine. Let's look at some more Constantine. I don't know if this is going to be a good, but let's try some Constantine. We're going to run the sacrifice team here. Pretty standard sacrifice team, nothing crazy. We're gonna run Zatanna instead of Dr. Fate. I think we want to do. All right, let's test this out. So I'm sure the buff made Constantine a lot stronger and synergized better with the sacrifice team. Oh yeah, yeah, it did. I'm a little bit worried for Mara. Ooh, hey. Obviously, we're a little bit under leveled for that. Let's see if we got some older ones. Look at. Prime against Lex. Although that Robin's gonna be a freaking problem. Let's just try it. Yeah, this team, this team. I haven't really invested a whole lot into them. I think their badges are okay, but uh, their ranks are still at like 8. So and I think this is a pretty tough boss battle to begin with. I don't think they do very well against shield team. Luckily, Lex's badge isn't effect here. Otherwise, they'd just be continuously getting shield like crazy. God, I love Pandora's ult, dude. It's so good. Yeah, if you guys haven't built up Pandora, she, she's so dang good. That Robin is scary. Holy cow. Okay, this probably wasn't the best showcase. This 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 Lex and well, the Lex shield is crazy. It's really hard to burn through that. I think I tried that boss fight quite a few times and it really difficult. They're probably not gonna do too well here. We still try it out. Do you use attack set on Pandora or HP? I think it's 4 attack and 2 heal crit. Once you get her to badge 30, like her survivability isn't a problem anymore. Because she basically heals herself. So like once she gets to badge 30, she's healing the entire team plus herself. And like it just doesn't matter anymore. I guess until badge 30 you could run her in a little bit more HP, but I really don't have a problem with Pandora dying. Pandora's never an issue, really. Like the team itself doesn't die. The only thing that is lacking in this team for me is damage. This team survives a lot, but like there's no damage. Like Constantine is really your only source of big damage, and I don't think it's enough. So technically, I could take out Zatanna for like another DPS, but I don't plan on taking this team like super far. I just kind of wanted to showcase them when they came out. The only characters that I plan on taking far in this team is Constantine, Pandora, and Zatanna. I don't think I'm gonna invest too much into Aquaman and Mara. They're too reliant on each other, and it's just not my favorite mechanic in the game. Yeah, sacrifice team is more defensive, like a block team. In a way, yeah. But I think the block team just puts out more damage. Nightwing with its reflect damage is crazy. Ocean Master with his counterattack damage is nuts. If you're running Deathstroke, his damage gets nuts. Like that team is just, I want to say it's perfect. You know, like that is a perfect team. There's not really much that you could change in that team to make it any better. As far as like the sacrifice team, if they gave Dr. Fate a rework and made him work similar to how Pandora works, where it's the amount, it's like the amount of time sacrificed or something like that, then the team would be a lot better. But I think the thing that's holding them back, that team back right now, is Dr. Fate not really synergizing with the team. He just doesn't utilize his full kit on the team. And I think that's kind of what's holding them back. At least in my opinion. I think other people could differ, but from my playtesting and me looking at Dr. Fate, he's just not doing what he's supposed to do on this team. He wants characters to be at he wants characters to be lower than 25%, which isn't it hardly ever happens on this team. So I think if they change this to not them being lower than 25%, but them taking a certain amount of damage or something, and then this procs, I think that would be better. But I think he's the issue with the team right now. And if he ever gets a rework, I think the sacrifice team will be a lot better. I think Constantine does really good on the team though. But like you really, like unless you throw in like you could throw in like a Wonder Woman and she could be your supporting DPS, but like there's always a better option than Fate right now, at least in my opinion. Who else got reworked that we look at? Oh, Mr. T, but kind of already showcased Mr. T a little bit today through PvP. Another character I recommend taking up is Two-Face. Two-Face, this passive is just crazy. Once it gets to rank 10, if he's in the front row, he's giving a 24% damage reduction, which you're not really using that, but like technically you could in certain situations, and the 24% damage reduction is crazy high. But the damage amp increased to 18% when he's in the back row. You can pretty much just throw him in like almost any team in the back row, and he's just going to amplify the damage of your back row characters by 18. It's absolutely insane. I do love his passive. His badge is really good too, especially for a debuff team. The coin toss, giving a 40% knockback is crazy insane. And then the extra coin toss at badge 30 is also amazing. The 2 stacks of bleeds, okay, it's not amazing or anything. It's okay, but the extra coin toss to potentially get you this first badge proc is insane. Like knocking back 40% on somebody's action bar is nutty. Did you try this team? Aquaman, Mara, Constantine, Peacemaker, and Zatanna. No. How would that work? Or why would that work? The only other team that I've really tested with Aquaman and Mara is the sorry, don't have team synergy. Yeah, I was a little confused there. I wasn't sure where you were going with that. The only other team that I've tested is the Judo Master team. This team is fun. I don't know how viable it's actually going to be, but it is fun to use. It's cool to see all the little things go off. But I've been running something like this. I think if you're going to do this, though, you want to run Peacemaker as more of a DPS than a tank, just for a little bit of extra damage output. This is a fun team I like running. More shelter, more of a shelter and Zatanna lifesteal. That's what I'm thinking there. Yeah, but like Peacemaker doesn't like benefit that team in any way. I think the only one that does physical damage, Aquaman, and Aquaman's not there to deal damage. This team is super fun though. I really enjoyed running this team. They have quite a bit of sustain, which is interesting. But if you're gonna run this team, I would run Peacemaker in the back as a DPS, and definitely put him in DPS gear for a little bit more extra damage. Yeah, this team is a lot of fun. And it's worked in quite a few situations for me too. Now I don't know how viable it's actually going to be, but It's just something that we came up with, and I think it's actually pretty neat. Especially because he's given shelter to both of them, and Mara is actually, I think she copies her shelter onto him. But, like, he's getting a bunch of shelter stacks. I guess we can watch it again, but I'm pretty sure he's getting quite a bit of shelter stacks going. And then the new hard hit update is crazy. Like, their damage just skyrocketed, like, through the roof. I actually do want to make sure that he is... Did he get 2 stacks of shelter here? He did. So he's getting quite a bit of shelter stacks going. I actually never get to try them because I skipped getting many dupes. Yeah, I think my characters are just rank 8, but you probably don't have many areas to, like, play test these characters at either, especially if you're end game. But this is it's just something I came up with. I thought it was pretty neat. And they're obviously doing a lot more damage now due to the hard hit update. Or was it hard hit or strong attack? So they're doing a lot more damage now than they used to. What do you think why the defense and magic defense here is not separate stat? It could just be due to lazy programming. Like, they didn't want to add 2 stats for defense. But they do add stuff for, like, physical damage reduction and superpower damage reduction. So those kind of play effect, don't they? Yeah, it's hard hit. Sorry. But yeah, the new hard hit is just so much fun. And the sustain's pretty good. As long as you're getting kills, Peacemaker's gonna heal up a little bit. Judo Master heals himself up a little bit. Vigilante will also heal himself, but he has to get below a certain HP threshold. And these two, these two are just fun to play with each other. But I do like this because he's getting quite a few shelter stacks, which is nice. And it just keeps his survivability up a lot longer. The only thing I wish I would have gotten Judo Master up a little bit more, as well as Vigilante. In some situations, their damage lacks a little bit, but that'll come with time as I get more copies of them and stuff. But still pretty fun. I think this is the first time I encountered that defense stat. Well, I know all the Supermen have physical damage reduction built into their kit. I think there's a couple characters that are like that have superpower reduction, but I don't think they're used. I think they're either epics or elites. I think they're elites. Yeah, we don't have too many superpower damage reduction characters right now. Oh, Judo Master. Judo Master does a lot of damage. I wouldn't be surprised when that tier list comes out that if he's not an A tier, I think he might be an A tier just for his damage alone. And then once you get these guys to rank 10, like, they're gonna really shine. Because then their full kits become unlocked. They're gonna be doing a lot more of what they're already doing. It's gonna be good. Yeah, once they're capable of applying more fragile stacks, their damage is gonna go through the freaking roof. I'm telling you. This is a pretty fun team. There's a lot of healing going on. Judo Master and Vigilante put out pretty decent DPS. Um, Peacemaker's really just there to apply shelter to everybody, and then also fragile and some armor break. Very, very solid team. Again, I don't know how viable they are in game. I think it's just a fun team I created to see how they worked. But I do find myself using them quite a bit. As far as extra characters I can test, I think that's about it. I don't have the resources to invest in these guys right now. My burn team, I'm still waiting on a bit, but pretty solid. I do want to rank up Bane, though. We are going to be doing that AoE / crit team, and I want Bane to be a good in there. We do have quite a bit of stuff for him, too. So might not be too bad of an idea. I think we'll get him to rank 8, and then we can start testing it. I think rank 8's a good starting point. All right, we are almost tapped out of resources. So this will be the last character I invest in today. The rank 8, he's getting extra healed amounts, applying 1 stack of weaken, which is nice. When he takes damage greater than 8% of his HP, he activates the engine on his back and injects himself with venom, healing himself for 30% equal to his attack. So how are we building him? Are we building him? We're building him 2 crit, 2 attack, 2 HP. Okay. We're almost running out of spare pieces. So what does he want for his neck? Does he want HP? Two crit, 2 attack, 2 HP. Think he wants HP? Okay. Take a look at the rest of his skills. Close to 30%. When triggered, has a 35% chance of also getting 1 stack of sturdy armor. Okay. Whenever healing is received, permanently increases healing received bonus by 2%, attack by 2%, can be triggered up to 30 times. He can get a 60% healing received bonus and an attack bonus. That's actually insane. Obviously, it takes a lot to trigger that. Whenever healing is received, it additionally permanently increases chance of his ultimate inflicting stun. Okay, so only has a 30% chance to stun. Okay. There's no cap on that. Once the ability is triggered, the ultimate or the maximum number of times His ultimate no longer costs ultimate points. What? Like, on paper, it sounds good, but, like, I've never heard anything about him. When taking damage, the HP threshold to trigger healing is decreased by an additional 2%. Heals 1 additional time if the damage taken is more than 2 times the threshold needed to trigger healing. What is the overall consensus on Bane? Do people think he's ass? It definitely could be the case that he is. On paper, he sounds good, though. Okay, so who else are we gonna run in this crit, this AOE / crit team? We are running Wonder Woman, which I got her pretty well geared up. He's not bad. Okay. Because I think in the last tier list he was at like C tier, so I wasn't 100% sure if I should invest in him or not. But not as good as he seems. Okay, okay. Yeah, so we definitely need to probably get some more badge material to upgrade their badges. Increases crit rates, HP. He's another person I feel like does a butt ton of damage. I could rank him up to 4, but I think I'll just keep him at 8 for the regular testing. We definitely need some more badge material. They're gonna run Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, Bane. We're gonna run Zatanna in that team. We need one more. We need one more. Red Hood? I don't know about Red Hood. I know he benefits from the crit. How are they building Red Hood now? Are they building him... They're building him 4 crit and 2 attack. So I'm guessing they don't want him in the front row. Okay, who would we use as our second tank then? He could be better in a heal team. He is off tank with a lot of self heals. Green Arrow is very, very good early, mid, and beginning of late game, but he falls off late. Okay, so that might not be a too bad of investment for people then. If he can carry people through a lot of the game, then he might be worth it, the investment. Bane's an off tank though. Okay, so we definitely need a main tank for this team. Red Hood is a strange case. Batman surpasses him too much to be used. Well, don't they have different roles? Like Batman is a single target like nuke, right? But Red Hood has the revive mechanic, so doesn't he kind of want to be an off tank? I mean, I could be wrong about that because I don't know what his badge does. I'd have to look it up, but you know what we could do? Well, I would say Two-Face, but I don't know. I'm trying to think about who we could use. Oh, we could use Peacemaker as the main tank then. Use Peacemaker as the main tank. Him as the off tank. Wonder Woman as a DPS. Zatanna as the support. And Green Arrow as the... Peacemaker good in AoE? I don't know if he's good per se in that. But he does do armor break. And he does do fragile, which could boost damage for Green Arrow and Wonder Woman. Red Hood is a nuke as well, but with a revive. Interesting. Okay. Because I always looked at, when I saw his revive mechanic, I always thought he would want to be used front row, but I guess not then. Okay. So he's probably more useful as a back row character that can revive. He doesn't have good health to be an off tank. I got you. Okay. Okay. So if that's the case, then we won't even bother guessing that. All right. So I think we found the team. I can probably start working on the guide tomorrow. We'll start with Wonder Woman. I know a lot of people have Wonder Woman, so they'll probably be pretty interested in a guide for her. She's pretty standard though. She's a great character overall. Green Arrow, pretty standard too. Great character overall. Zatanna is going to be really, really good for endgame, so you're going to want to build her anyway. Bane's a little iffy. I don't know if people are actually using Bane at endgame, but he still could be useful to climb a little bit. Can never go wrong with Wonder Woman. True. Yeah, people always ask me, they're like, oh, I'm missing another character. Who should I run? I'm like, well, just throw in Wonder Woman, see how she works. She's really, really good. A couple of people have said she's the best in the game, but I don't know. I don't think she is. I think she's good, but I don't think she's the best character in the game. The best character in the game for me is Superman DCU. I still think he's incredibly crazy and cracked. And it's going to be a while before anything power creeps this guy. But she's definitely an S tier for sure, for sure. She probably does fall off at some point during the game, but I don't know. I feel like you could always use Wonder Woman. She was, but the new Soups is the new one now. Yeah, I kind of figured. I don't know. A couple people have told me that Wonder Woman has been falling off a little bit. So, I mean, that could be the case, but we never know. Lantern John. Yeah, I don't have the resources to build up Lantern John. I was considering it, though. I was definitely considering it. Maybe if I can get enough shards of him to at least get him to rank 8, we can really start testing him out. But I do know that I'm pretty sure he needs badge 30, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to invest a lot of resources into John right now just to test him out like that. Especially because the Green Lanterns don't have a team synergy right now. So a lot of them are just like flex characters. I think once they drop the new Lantern characters, which is probably going to be inevitable, then I'll start building the Green Lantern team. But I think for right now, I'm good. Too many patches destroying crit team. Yeah, I could see that. From what I heard, they were really strong a while ago, and it kind of fell off a little bit. But that's power creep, you know. That's power creep for you. Like, I still think Mr. T's team is the best team in the game. Obviously, I think some variations might be a little bit better, but really any combination of the Mr. T team is going to be really, really good. Block team still feels like they're unbeatable sometimes. I think the crit team might be on par with Sacrifice. And John is mighty. There's so many mighty characters that have good emblems. Yeah, I'm actually having a problem with that. They got way too many strong mighty characters in the game. We need some other characters that are not mighty. Well, I guess they did add Judo Master Vigilante, but his damage, like, sometimes it's really good, but sometimes it sucks. And I think it's because he needs rank 10. I think Vigilante really needs rank 10 to, like, really start doing what he's supposed to do, which is kind of disappointing. And this, I mean, his badge is weird too. His badge should have supported more of his more of his kit, but it doesn't. Like HP bonus and physical. I'm pretty sure this is physical damage resistant. Like I don't know. Like we don't care about this on a DPS character. Like I don't care about this. Like I kind of understand that like the team wants to survive and be tanky, but like I don't want my DPS characters to be tanky unless they're more built like Superman, where they can be frontliners. For a while, I thought Judo Master could be frontline, but it's not the case. It's not the case. He doesn't want to be front. He dies too quick. But yeah, okay, so we got the crit team figured out. We'll start making videos on that tomorrow morning. I'll probably release the Wonder Woman video. And then after that, I think I'm going to start working on Burn. If we don't get poisoned before I finish. Well, I guess we got to see what the next banner is, honestly. Or actually, I kind of want to wait till the next season, if I'm being honest. So that's about 2 weeks away. So I guess I can find some type of content to do after the crit team until the next season drops. And then depending on what character comes out next season, we can start working on the burn team. I'd really like to get the burn team up and running though, sooner than later. I think a lot of people are interested in the burn team right now, considering they all, not all of them, but like a couple of their characters got buffed. All right, cool. Making good progress there. I can finish those up tomorrow. We'll see if we can unlock the rest of this. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it today, but oof. Come on, we're almost to board 4. Oof. Whatever, I'll take those. I mean, well, we'll take them. All right, we still need about 20. What is this? 40 and then 50. I need still quite a bit. Once I get him to badge 20, I think he'll be set for a while. I don't know if he needs badge 30. Progress of allies with flower by 45%. I mean, that could be cool in the debuff team to like get Sinestro rolling or something, but I don't know if that's really needed. When he gets to 25, 2, 3, 5, he gets more damage reduction, which is nice, and the reflect damage is also nice. So I might just take him to badge 25 then for the long run. I think DCU Superman, or not DCU, but the original Superman, like his badge 30, the immunity for 2 rounds is crazy. I think that's really good. We almost got Deathstroke there. We need to get him up. I need to get this sooner than later. Crazy. And his damage is going to go through the roof as soon as I get him to 30. Raven too. We're so close on Raven. I can't wait to get this. This seems broken as hell. And Pandora's another one I need to get up. I'm not sure if Constantine needs his badge 30. Like, it's okay, right? Chance to dispel debuffs or buffs increases to 70%. It could be helpful. The chance of transforming into 1 extra magic projectile increases. So like this is a good damage boost for him as well. So I mean, technically he probably needs 30. Mr. T's another one I need to get up. I think he only needs Only needs 25? I could be wrong. Does anybody know what badge is recommended for Mr. T? Mr. Terrific performs a sphere strike. Once his sphere strike, his basic attack. I don't know if he needs that, right? But he at least wants badge 25, right? For the damage reduction and physical damage reduction. Yeah. I don't know. He might need 30, but I don't know. I never really get to the point where enemies have 5 stacks of dampen. Like I don't ever really find myself saying that. Batman's another one I gotta get up. Ugh. I got so much badge to invest in, man. Just one team at a time. Just one team at a time, boys. All right, man. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. You guys were awesome. I am getting off, though, because I'm getting really, really exhausted. I appreciate everyone who came out tonight. Cool. Again, if you guys have any questions or anything, I am on Discord. Ask away. Other than that, man, we'll catch you guys tomorrow for another live stream.